Hello everyone, welcome back to Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition. Sorry it's been a while since the last one. Stuff was happening in real life. Thank God for this mod that does its best to remove these dreams. It was good. No, not good. It was alright the first time, then after that it just got very tedious. And I actually Googled this. To a lot of people, that's not how it would actually work. If you look at the original, if you look at the dream sequences, that's not how it would actually work with PTSD. I don't have it. My great grandfather was. He was a private.
Can I help you?
In World War II.
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device.
Captured
It can't
at
be
the
built
Battle of
without
the
Council
Bulge
support,
by the Nazis.
but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
Luckily, he got out.
I know.
Are you all right?
Luckily, he was rescued. But yeah, a lot of people don't like that. Don't like the dream sequence. Do not approve of it. Say it's not how it should happen. I don't know if they are right or not.
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
There was actually a mod for the original Mass Effect 3 that I found on Nexus, but it's gone. I can't find it anywhere. You get 3 dream sequences, and there are 3 Mass Effect games. The first one describes, more or less, shows like a slideshow of Mass Effect 1. Second one, Mass Effect 2. Third one is Mass Effect 3, his fears. And throughout each of them, you get there's like 2 parts to it. You got like the slideshow, quote unquote, movie that shows the journey of the game, and then behind it, and you can actually hear it, is the vision, the Prothean vision from Mass Effect 1. I love that mod. I wish we can get it for Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition. But anyway, don't want to take up too much time.
When the Reapers hit, I could hear people screaming in the streets below me. We left a lot of them behind.
There's no way for you to save them all. But I know you're doing everything you can, and you'll get back there in time to help.
I hope you're right.
Don't blame yourself, Commander.
Commander Shepard, I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone.
I was just leaving.
Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Traynor with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance. There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
Slow down, Specialist Trainer. You're doing fine.
Thank you. I worked in a lab. I never thought I'd be serving on a ship.
Why don't you tell me about the retrofits?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
Mod I was talking about?
That's no longer
Go on
an
Google,
option.
Mass Effect 3, Better Dreams, look at the videos tab, and you'll see them.
I'm honored to serve under you, Commander.
And you'll see
For as long as
videos
you
of
need me,
all 3
that
dreams.
is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Trainer has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, EDI.
Oh, wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
EDI's an AI. Fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself.
Understandable,
I apologize
considering
for the deception.
the
Thanks,
reputation
ED,
AIs
and
have,
I apologize for all those times I talked about
especially
how
with
attractive
yes,
your voice was.
well, the heretics
Anyway,
actually,
shall I give you a tour?
and the
I think you'll be
Reapers.
impressed by the new upgrades. In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal.
Yeah.
The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room. And there you are. Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCom.
Thanks. I really hope that the mod author exports that mod, Better Dreams
Udina
mod,
updated me on your meeting with the Council.
to Mass Effect 3
Sounds like they're
Edition.
running scared.
The Council has been a pain in my ass from day one. I'm done with them.
Then what's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch
And
for
yeah,
a summit meeting
pain
with
in
the
the ass
Asari and
since day one.
Solarians.
Yeah.
I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
You can count on it, sir.
It's not just me, it's everyone back on Earth. Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces have to hold out until we deal with the enemy.
I understand, Admiral.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
Alright. Ah, my models. Good.
I can't believe the council won't help.
Come on, Sarah. If Thessia was lost and Earth hasn't been touched yet, we can be damn sure.
Commander, you've got a new message at your private terminal. Commander, come to check on your new recruit.
Excuse me.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Next time you need something, just ask. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. If they stayed in London, I imagine they'd be dead right now.
A lot of people back on Earth are still alive, and counting on us.
Quite true, Commander.
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
Yeah, because, I'm sorry, but not everyone...
Carry on, Specialist.
not everyone shares that. Let's go see Joker. Love the new look. I love this version of the Normandy.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
They've spent years denying the threat. You think they'd be prepared now?
I was kind of hoping that maybe they were planning in secret and just not telling you about it because, you know, Cerberus. Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them, you know, for old time's sake.
Yeah, let's just... you get this from the Expanded Galaxy mod. These were actually from an app, an iOS app, I believe so. But that app was for Mass Effect 3 only, and it's gone now. Can't use it for a Legendary Edition because you don't have multiplayer. That's what the app was mainly about, if I remember correctly. Let's go down and up. But you get those short emails, and a mod allows you to have them in your actual email terminal. Oh, look! I played this game without any mods. Those Avengers actually do have scopes.
Off.
All these weapons. That's my old helmet.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
It's alright.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit.
Good.
To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating.
Tell me about it.
Lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
And more than likely barely anything, if anything, of the Hammerhead survived, it'd just be like a big piece. A big useless piece, about 5 hands wide.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident. Practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
No.
So, you can fly fighters and fix them.
Yeah, I got a knack for procurement, too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The collectors took out the whole colony.
I'm so sorry.
I'd rather not talk about it.
Fine with me.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander.
What?
This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded EZO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design.
Not to mention
Quick
mass
drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected.
accelerated cannons.
She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
In this game, you don't have like mining materials to worry about, but credits are still a big issue. See, all this. I've got to. I'm sorry. Yeah. And here's where it's even worse. You gotta spend credits to upgrade your weapons. And it improves damage, ammo, and weight. You have to use credits to upgrade your weapons. Normandy SR1.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal. Unhelpful.
Yeah, same
They
as
still
usual.
wanted you to help them out, no?
Yeah. We're gonna rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You down here for a reason?
Just came down to talk.
Great. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
Well,
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that.
it's alright.
Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
I think I can handle it.
Okay, loco. Let's dance.
Don't push your luck, Vega. With age comes wisdom. And rank.
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Left yourself open.
Nice.
What do you mean, was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
Great.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry.
He's talking about
That's a tough call.
Events of the animation movie
The best
Mass
part
Effect
was,
Paragon
we didn't
Lost.
really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire Collector homeworld.
But the ending kind of conflicts with what
You
it
didn't
says.
know.
What it said
You can't
in
blame yourself,
this
Vane.
game.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
I do.
You a shrink too?
Nope. But that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war!
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey, thanks for the dance, Loco.
Loco, huh?
I can think of worse things to call you.
Long as you remember who's in charge, you can call me whatever you want.
Oh, I won't forget.
Glad to hear that.
Hey again. What's up?
Huh.
You had a hard time leaving Earth.
Yeah. Oh,
Still want to head back?
Hell yeah. But I get it now. It's not where I'd be most useful. Not yet, anyway.
We'll get back there.
I know. And I'll do whatever it takes to get us there, Commander.
Maybe no more shuttle crashes.
No promises now that I've gotten the taste for it. Besides, I like to keep Esteban on his toes.
I take it you and Lieutenant Cortez know each other.
Yeah, Esteban did a stint on Fel Prime where me and my squad were stationed. I caught up with him on Earth a few months back. He's a good guy. Just don't tell him I said so. It'd go to his head.
What's with you and the nicknames?
It's just my way of remembering people. Some people just don't match their names, you know? So, I just give them a new one.
So, I'm a loco, huh?
Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty crazy, but the shit you've done makes me look sane.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. In Mass Effect 1, I was on the outside of the Citadel Tower, heading towards the Council Chambers, while Sovereign was up there. So I was running towards a Reaper. And then, last time, the suicide mission. Yeah, I'd say I match up with the Loco nickname.
You mentioned a mission you had against the Collectors. What happened?
Pretty much what I said. Things went foobar, and I was one of the few to make it out. If you want the rest of the story, you're gonna have to get me really drunk, or...
Or what?
That's about it. Sorry, Commander. Just not interested in talking about that. Next topic?
You got family back on Earth?
Yeah, an uncle. Retired military. Got a few cousins I haven't heard from in a while.
You and your uncle close?
Yep. He was the reason I joined the Marines, and was about the only good thing in my life after my mom died.
No dad?
He's there. Somewhere. But I'm not sure I'd call him family. Not anymore. I would like to find out how my uncle's doing, though.
I'll talk to you later.
You bet.
Alright. I'll probably split this up into two parts because this might be a long one. Standard cargo hold.
How's your new assignment working out, Allers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth.
Two new
The first two, I can deal with. That last one gets my attention.
So what are you asking for exactly?
Anything from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings. I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you air a story.
I can do this, Commander. Remind me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry.
That has to be very impressive. The Elcor are the giant aliens that walk kind of like apes or gorillas. Have not walk on the knuckles. They can't show emotion to non-alcoholic. Where are you? No, come here. Gotcha. So they have to tell you what they are, what their emotion is. With barely contained terror, you drive a hard bargain, human. You know, that's how they talk. That's actually a line from Mass Effect 2. Hey, there's Boo. The miniature giant space hamster from Baldur's Gate.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams.
So
what are you doing here? I was put in charge of the drive core
feel like
retrofits.
it's
My experience
hard
on
to
the
make
Normandy
an elf
SR-1
cry.
made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If
Yeah,
there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that,
the
Cerberus,
hell?
I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chalk was contacting me.
I haven't
asking
had
me
this
to help
glitch
with your
before.
mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
Your Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander.
That
Glad to
was
be
a weird
aboard.
glitch.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Good to hear.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering.
Yeah, sounds
Guess
like
it gives
a
my
Cerberus.
team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Good to hear.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers.
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means...
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance.
That was a flaw with
All
the
in
first
all,
Normandy,
the
the
Normandy
SR-1.
is a marvel of engineering.
Going into or out of FTL will the SR-1 could not handle the ship going into and out of FTL, faster than light travel. It could not handle that with the IES. So everyone would know where and when you entered, and where you exit. But between those times, they can't find you.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Glad to hear.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
Glad to hear. This is from a mod as well. Elevator up to crew deck. Then I'll go off to the I don't know. I played a lot. I have to. Obsession with models. That's what my Shepherd has. Obsession with models. But I played Mass Effect 3 quite a bit, and I don't think that that the out of combat storm, you know, like HUD areas, like the Normandy, I think that storm is closer to Mass Effect 1's, the original Mass Effect 1's storm, where it would just be like this, not an actual run.
Commander?
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old med bay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
Guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. Your system is still detecting the implants as foreign bodies. There's no health risk, but your scars are having trouble healing. I recommend reducing stress levels. Be compassionate.
I'm giving everything I got, Doc.
I'm just saying, a little more optimism and a little less realism could help, Commander. Anyway, it's just a cosmetic issue. Nothing to worry about. That's it. You're the picture of health.
I'd rather say that this is his natural look now. Ever since the Lazarus Project, I say that this is his natural look.
How's our inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
You've never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children. I'm blessed with many close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two.
I'm sorry to
We
hear
need
that.
to end this war.
Tell me about it.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt.
Yeah.
We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them. So no, I don't regret
Glad to hear it.
one bit.
Glad to hear it. I don't regret it.
See you around, Doctor.
I don't really regret it
Take care,
either.
Shepard.
I don't regret using them. Yeah, I'd say that Liara took over. Yeah, I think it's kind of easy to see that.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Meeting with the
It was less than ideal.
I'm shocked.
At least the Council can't deny the Reapers exist. But I'm not sure how much comfort that is while they bicker over which portion of the galaxy to save.
Wow. Becoming the big info broker's turned you into a real cynic, Liara. I like it.
I'm flattered. I think.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable.
Yeah.
People were finally starting to listen before the Reapers came. If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't. I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
The thought means a lot, Liara. Thanks.
You're welcome. And since I didn't mention it before, it's good to be back, Shepard. Hello again, Shepard.
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy.
Yeah, it was impressive.
Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus's ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Yeah, neither did I.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
So is that drone your new secretary?
Glyph is a VI shell that indexes my search functions on the data feeds. I couldn't work without it. Although I'm lucky EDI let Glyph on board after it tried to rewrite her scheduled tasks.
I was merely attempting to standardize the ship's automated systems to our own, Dr. Tassoni.
Yes, that's precisely why you're confined to the cabin.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
Damn.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
A new notification is available on the private messages terminal.
Well then, we just go up to the captain's cabin. Oh shit! I'm missing two models. There's my helmet in the corner. Boo! My miniature giant space hamster. From Baldur's Gate. He comes with Minsk. Well, anyway, I'm going to end this one here. This probably has been separated into two separate videos. But anyway, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.